How's it going, everyone? Today I thought it'd be interesting since this map is 42, 43-ish minutes long, to just cut the audio, put some cool little jazz music in the background, and just talk about my experience with Beatsaber, how I've gotten this far, and just story time. We're doing story time, guys. We're having fun. I guess I should start from the very beginning. I remember my friends and I back in like 2020, we were planning on, I guess probably not 2020, I think Oculus Quest 2 came out 2021. Maybe? No, it came out 2020. Yeah, back in 2020, my friends and I, we were all planning on getting Oculus Quest 2 so we can play VR games together. And it was this really cool plan, and we were all super excited. One of those games that we played together was Beatsaber. I mean, I guess not like together, because multiplayer didn't really come out for a hot second, but we would like go to like somebody's house and play Beatsaber and be like, guys, we should all play this map, and then we'd all play it, and then, you know, and then someone would be like, oh, I passed it, you know. And one of my friends was getting really good. He got to like Expert Plus difficulty, and we were like, there's no way. Expert Plus is crazy. And so that was when I kind of like was like, I need to lock in. I gotta go crazy. I gotta pass this guy up. And so I decided to watch some Beatsaber videos of, like, you know, Bandu, Tai Chi, you know, the classics. And I watched Bandu's hardest ranked map video, where he's like playing OV Sacrament, and he's like, this map is so difficult and stuff, and I was like, that map is so difficult, I have to pass it. That's the map that I have to pass one day. And so I modded Beatsaber, downloaded some songs. All of them were, I didn't like download any like hard songs, I just downloaded songs that I liked for like the first little bit. And then eventually I realized you can like do the downloading ranked playlists button, so I started like getting into playing a bunch of ranked maps. And I'll tell you right now, if you're just starting getting into Beatsaber, and if you want to get into challenge, getting into ranked, this isn't quite as much the strat. But if you want to get into challenge, what you do is you download the ranked playlists. Like if you're just getting into Beatsaber, and you play every map, and you see how far you can get, even if it's like 3 seconds in, and then you just go to the next map and you just start playing levels, and you just keep going at it, even if it's like 10 times outside of your range of possibility. That's exactly what I did, and that was how I figured out like what like patterns are and how to like recognize different patterns in Beatsaber. I would highly recommend that to anybody that hasn't gotten that far into Beatsaber. But basically, yeah, I decided to play some more ranked maps, and one of those ranked maps that I downloaded was OV Sacrament, of course. And I actually didn't pass that map for a hot second. That map was like, even I was starting to get into challenge before I even passed that map. But when I did pass it, I remember I think I got like a 43% on it, maybe. Like, I had no stamina for it at all, but I just like small swung the entire thing, which was actually crazy. I don't know how I managed to not like miss all of them, but which is, it's kind of funny, because this is probably like top, actually I don't know if I could say top 50 or anything stamina passes, but it's definitely up there in top stamina passes in the entire game, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, I passed OV Sacrament, and after that I was like, well, where do I go from here? Where do I progress further? I just like beat the game, you know? And that's when I I mean, I guess I kind of already said, but I was like starting to get into challenge. That's when I kind of like got more into challenge. I realized there's a lot to this side of the community that I never kind of noticed before. That's when I started watching a bunch of people like Plasm, Water, Scarabite, Spring, all those Roadman, all those peeps. I started watching a bunch of their videos and I was like, these guys are crazy. These guys are nuts. These guys are like passing maps that are impossible. I want to do that. I want to get to that point. And one thing I noticed about a lot of those people, I guess not everyone, but a lot of those people had this little thing in front of their name that said WDG, and I was like, what is that? I have no clue what that is. And I looked into it and realized it's a clan that you can get into if you pass level 20 or higher. I guess not pass, if you get to level 20 or higher. And so I was like, well, now I gotta do that. What is that though? I had no clue what it was, so I got into the challenge Discord server, and I realized that I actually couldn't, because on Quest there were no leaderboard mods, so I couldn't pass any. I mean, I could pass, but I couldn't like upload my scores onto any leaderboards, and so I was just like, you know what, whatever, it's fine. I'll just start playing. I'll just start playing some maps and some challenge maps and start getting good. And by the time that the leaderboard mod did get added to Quest, I actually had some pretty good passes. I had like one map that was not ranked for a while, but when it was ranked, it was level 20. I had another one that was level 18, but I actually didn't know that until. I didn't know like any of those passes were high levels until like actually last year. But I started grinding and immediately got to level 8. Those of you who have been in the community for the challenge community for a while know why that's a significant number. It's basically level 9 was just they were all the maps in level 9 were the same category. But I was only stuck on it for a week. I was not hard stuck on level 9 because I like complex streams. Complex streams are fun. I like most of the maps in level 9, I got really close to passing, and I was just really upset that I was so close to passing all of them and I couldn't pass any of them. But yeah, no, I passed level 9 and then immediately jumped to level like 16, 17. Level 18 was the first map that I was kind of hard stuck on. I was stuck on that for like a good month or so, month or two, I don't know. Because most of the maps in level 18 were like speed maps or tech maps, and I wasn't really good at either of those. I was mostly just good at vibro. Like that was really it. And so I found this map that was vibro. It was like complex vibro, but also it's level 18, so it's not too complex. But I decided to play, and I was like, that is insane. I'm not gonna pass this. This is really hard. And so I didn't until like a week later after I played it. I was like, you know, I'll give it like one attempt, and I like passed it my first try. I was like, oh, okay, fine. We're done with level 18. Level 19, hilariously enough, was a speed map, floor speed, called Go For It. That one's a really fun map. But that was when I kind of like started to get into speed more. I was like, oh, I figured out how to swing fast, you know? My level 20 I was kind of stuck on for a while, because there was this map called Future Grazer or something like that. And all the other ones, there were probably some other ones that I could have passed, but Future Grazer was like the one that I wanted to pass, and so it was like the only one that I did grind. So it took me a second, but I did end up eventually passing it. It was tough because the ending was kind of hard, but I ended up passing it. It was really cool. Level 21, 22, and 23, and 24 were pretty much one right after the other. Nothing too crazy came out of those. Level 25 and 26 though, I cheesed my first time passing them, and I uploaded it to YouTube and I said I passed level 25 and 26 on the same day, you know. And people in the comments were all like, whoa, this guy's crazy. No way he passed level 25 and 26 on the same day. It's still up, by the way. You can still watch it. I probably should delete it, but I don't know. But yeah, I cheesed those, and after that, I actually did like message someone who was like, hey, can you take these scores down? They're cheesed. Like they're not legit. And then they took them down, and then for some reason when I rescanned, it just gave me the levels back, and I was like, okay, I give up. I'm just gonna keep them and then repass the levels with maps that I can actually beat without cheesing. And that's what I kind of did, but I just kind of stopped playing for a while. And so I got back and I passed level 27, but in CS, because this is when I kind of like made my jump to BSCC to CS, because I was 26 in BSCC and level 25 in CS. So I was like, you know what, I should grind out CS and see how far I can get. And so I immediately passed level 26 and 27, and then my 27 was the one that I cheesed for 26 in BSCC. And so I was like, man, this kind of sucks. I'm not like actually level 27. But I ended up like stopped playing for a while, came back, and I passed level 27, but for real this time with a slider tech whatever map, and it's a fun map. I think it's kind of weird how that map is in 27, and there's another one sort of like it that's in 25, and I feel like the 25 version is a lot harder than the 27 version, but it's whatever. I had 27, that's all that mattered. And then 28 came around, and I didn't know how to pass anything. I was like, at that point, I was kind of like a one trick with like Vibro and like slider tech with like only the slider tech maps that I was playing. And so I was like, I don't know how to play any of these maps. I don't know what I'm doing. And so I went back to level 27, passed like 5 other level 27s or something like that. I passed a lot of different 27s. I was like, okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm solid. So I went back to playing level 29, 28, well, and I played a bunch of maps. None of them really looked like they were the right map for me. And then I pressed the random map button, and I found this map called Babyface, and I was like, dude, what is this? And I played it, and it was like actually like my exact skill set, except there was some speed in it. I was like, oh, flip, dude. I'm gonna cheese this. And so I had to like restart like 10 different times until I finally got a clean enough run where I was like, I can submit that. Then it got approved the next day, and I was like, let's go. Level 28 in the books. Let's flipping go. On to 29. And so I moved to level 29, played all the maps there. And dude, there was this one map. It's like it's like a guy, he's like Arabic, and he's singing for like 3 minutes straight. And I was like, I played it, and I was like, that's awful. I'm not passing that. And then I went back to it and realized it's not that awful. And I started grinding it more. And then it's super RNG. It's like the most RNG map ever. But I did end up passing it. And then I was like, dude, level 29? I'm crazy. I'm like I'm insane. And then like a week later, I saw that the map was re-uploaded, but with like an extended version, and that version was level 30, and I was like, ooh, I could pass that for my level 30. And then immediately after that, my level 29 got moved down to level 28, and I was like, oh shoot, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Yeah, that wasn't cool. And so I was starting to look at all my other options. There was one called My Ordinary Life. I died like super end of the map. That ruined me. Another one called Bacon that has like an insta-kill pattern at the end. That killed me like more times that I can count on my fingers. It sucked a lot. And then there was also actually I can't think of any others right now, but there was also this other map called A Cage that I played, and there were two patterns that I just couldn't even hit it on like 50% speed, and I was like, well, I can't even hit it on 50% speed. I'm not gonna pass this map. So I went back to grinding My Ordinary Life, and there was a good while where I was only playing the Bacon song, and I got really close to passing it so many times. Pissed me off how many times I died on the last second, like very, very last second. And then I decided to go back to grinding My Ordinary Life, and I mind blocked everything. Everything was impossible. I could not hit I could not hit most of the patterns in that map. Like, there's this one part that was like a wall. Bro, I just realized I'm not using my mic. It's whatever. It's fine. Hopefully it doesn't sound like garbage. But I don't know, I played My Ordinary Life, and most of it I could not hit. And I was losing my mind. And so I was talking to my friend. He's like, have you, okay, so my friend passed, My Ordinary Life, and I was like, dang, that's crazy. I can't do that right now. That map is tough. And so, I went on to just grind them all. Noticed that he also passed A Cage, and I was like, dang, that's rough. I can't pass any of these maps. And then he's like, have you tried hitting A Cage like this? He just gave me some tips. And then this was on Christmas Day. Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve, I was just kind of hanging around, and I hopped on Beatsaber, listened to my friend's advice, and then it took me like it took me like 10 attempts, and eventually I just got a good run, and I passed it. I was like, dude, 29, let's go. Time to look at 30, and level 30. My first one that I looked at was what was it called? Angel Voices. I can't pass Angel Voices. I probably won't pass Angel Voices because I don't care to pass Angel Voices. There were some parts that were just like impossible for me the first time playing it, and now those parts are not impossible for me. But the parts that were possible for me before, those parts are impossible for me now, and it makes me upset. There were some other maps. There's Soldier Boy Crank That one's fun. I still might pass that. There was what was it called? Overkill by Riot. There was one day that I just got really good at that map, and I actually had it in like 3 separate runs I had to pass on it. I was like, oh shoot, I could totally pass this. Hop on the next day and everything was impossible again. I was like, gosh, dang it, bro. I don't know, there were probably a couple more that I played. But then there was this one. I remember first time playing it, I got 2 minutes in, I was like, oh shoot, this is gonna be rough. I'm gonna lock in though. And so I turned my volume off all the way. I should probably explain that. The map audio is too big to fit into like the map info. So you have to manually download it, and I didn't want to do that. So I just turned my volume off. But yeah, I turned my volume off, plugged in my headset, replaced my batteries. I was like, let's do this thing. Made sure I didn't have anything in my calendar for the next hour or so. And so I hopped on. I think I died like 7 or 8 minutes in. I was like, okay, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be a tough one. After that, my next death was at like I want to say 10 minutes. After that, I died like 12 minutes in. I died 15 minutes in one time. I died 16 minutes in. I died 20 minutes in. And after 20 minutes in, I was like, shoot, that's like half the map. I could totally pass this if I wanted to. And so one day, I was just chilling, and I was like, you know, I'll try it. First attempt of the day. Let's do it. I ended up dying 38 minutes in, which is 4 minutes away from the end of the map, which really sucked because 4 minutes of 500 BPM is like maybe level like 15 or something. Like that's light work. Not to mention, the reason why I died there was because I thought there was going to be a really long hold at the end that's going to drain my stamina. So I was fencing so I could save energy for the end. And that's what I got off time from fencing, and I died. That's what I died to. But the funny thing is though, is that the rest of the map is not that hard. Most of it's one-handed, which is really, really easy on stamina. So that kind of upsetted me a little bit. But yeah, that was kind of upsetting. And so I just kind of stopped playing the map for a second because I was like, I gotta take a break from that awful death. And so I started grinding the other maps. None of them were working out for me. I was like, dude, this is an awful grind. This is terrible. Then it 2 days ago came around, and I was like, you know what? Today's the day. I'm gonna try the 42-minute map again. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I created this strategy. I was like, this is gonna be the strategy that's gonna make me pass level 30. And so I went to school, was thinking about this strategy, got done with school, hit up my local gas station, and got a Ghost energy drink. And I went home, chugged the Ghost energy drink. Next part of the plan, I ate a bowl of ground beef, pure ground beef, right? Next part of the plan, I hopped into athletic clothing, got all athletic clothing on me, and I was like, I'm feeling good. Then this next part of the plan, this next step of the plan was probably the most important. Like the other stuff was all probably just like placebo. However, this next part of the plan, I genuinely think it's like cheating. It's actually crazy. I decided to like go outside and like plunge my arms into my ice bath, like my cold plunge thing, and I went upstairs and my arms felt great. I was like, dude, I don't feel sore at all. This is amazing. This is great. And so I started to play the map and I died 16 minutes in. I was like, dang it. I just hyped that up so much and I died 16 minutes in. It was all for nothing. And I was like, you know what? No, I can't give up. I can't give up. And so I went back outside. First time when I plunged my arms into the water, I like plunged them in, pulled them right back out. This time I plunged my arms in, and I left them there for like a minute and 30 seconds. I went back inside. I was like, dude, I feel good. I feel good. Let's do it. Let's get it. You know? And that's that attempt that I started is the attempt that you're watching right now, which is kind of crazy. Again, I think most of this stuff was just placebo, except for the ice bath. I will continue to do that, even though I think it might be cheating. Just kidding. It's definitely not, but it makes stamina so much easier. So, we ball. And so, I don't know. I guess here we are. Yeah. I guess now I should probably just talk about where I plan to go forward after my journey from level 1 to level 30, you know? In terms of Beatsaber, I'm probably gonna slow down my playing a little bit, stop playing as much, because I am low-key addicted to this game, and I've probably spent well over, I play on Quest, so I can't see how many hours I've played, but my honest guess, I've probably played well over 4,000 hours on this game, which is unhealthy. It's really unhealthy. Anyways, I'm probably gonna lay off a little bit on the Beatsaber. However, I'm not like quitting. I'm not like, oh guys, stepping away from the community. I'm still gonna be in the community. I'm level 30 now. Why would I quit now? You know? But yeah, I'm just probably gonna slow down because there's some other things I need to focus on, like graduation, religious things, some hobbies. And I guess I'll talk about that next. My hobbies. That's where I think I'm gonna plan on focusing most of my energy on for the next while. Starting off, the first thing I'm gonna talk about is music. I have spent like the past, I want to say 2 years, learning more about like playing like guitar, bass, and drum set. I've also spent a lot of time making like not like the perfect setup. Nothing in my room, like my room studio setup right now is perfect, but it's as close as perfect as I can get with my resources. But yeah, no, I made like my own bedroom, like a little studio, and so I've been focusing on that a lot. I've got some acoustic sound panels that I made myself, and I hung those around my room. I've got this mic that I got for Christmas that I'm not using right now because I forgot to plug it in right before recording, but it's okay. It's probably gonna be fine. But yeah, I plan on I'm gonna start with covers because I don't have too much experience with writing songs. So I'm gonna find some songs I like and start writing covers, and I'll post those to my YouTube channel probably. I'll probably update you guys on more stuff. But I do eventually plan on making music. I already have a really cool album idea, like an album concept. I only have one song idea for my album, but I have a cool album concept and like I kind of like discography concept, because I feel like I have like a cool theme for how like my music career is gonna go, and I'm not gonna spoil anything because I haven't started yet, but I think it's gonna be cool. So I'll let you guys know how that goes, and I'll keep you guys updated on everything. My next cool little side hobby thing that I want to start working on a little bit more is just like little skits, video skits. I kind of want to do that. I've recorded some and posted them on like my personal Instagram story, and I mean, it could be biased because they're all my friends that are watching them, but from what I've been told, people like them. Might as well make some more, because I don't know, I get these random ideas in my head. I'm like, that'd make a funny video, and I don't ever record them. I don't ever like execute the video idea. But I think I might, and I might post them more places and see how that turns out, you know. I have some other hobbies I want to get into, like skateboarding. I kind of want to get into that, except the only skateboard I had was a Walmart board, and I did an ollie the other day and I snapped the truck in half. So I can't really do that anymore. I might have to save up for a new skateboard. Making maps. I want to make more Beatsaber maps. That's one thing I really want to focus on. I started making one the other day, but I realized it's low-key garbage, so I'm probably gonna restart it, or maybe not even finish it. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm definitely gonna try to make more maps, because I feel like all the songs that I like, me personally, don't get mapped, and if they do, it's usually by somebody who's in the challenge community and is like level 33 and decides, you know, this would make a really great 700 BPM stamina song. Like, dude, I can't do that. So I'm gonna make more maps to songs that I like, and kind of like my skill range, except probably a little lower than level 30. Probably more like 25. I like 25 maps. 25 is a good level. Yeah, no, that's another thing I plan on working on. If I ever get a job, I'll probably also start wanting to getting into rock climbing. I love rock climbing. I do that a lot with my friends, but it's expensive and I don't have a job, so I can't really do it. Yeah, but that's just kind of where my hobbies end up going. Man, I'm going through this a lot faster than usual. For context, I've recorded this voiceover, I think, two different. This is my third attempt right now. This is my third attempt recording. No, fourth attempt recording this voiceover, because something always goes wrong, and so I've had to redo the voiceover a lot of times. Yeah, no, that's kind of awful. That means I've wasted like a solid. Well, let me pull up the calc for anyone that's just joining. Calc is short for calculator, you know. 43 times 3, I guess times 4. 43 times 4. By the end of recording this video, I will have spent 172 minutes alone just trying to do a voiceover. That doesn't even include like me recording the video itself, like on my headset. That took way too long, and it gave me such a headache. That was awful. Yeah, that's almost 3 whole hours. 3 whole hours of just talking, and I'm hoping this is the last. But I also low-key realized that I only have one more segment to do in my video, and that is shoutouts. I don't know if I want to start that yet. I guess might as well. My quick shoutouts. We got people that were on my challenge tournament team this last year. That being Classic Star and Cool Kid 295. Shout out to you guys for low-key carrying me. That was really fun. I didn't have the most powerful PC to be doing that on, so I could have done better, but I threw hardcore. So shout out to them for you know, carrying me. Next we got some people that just kind of like congratulated me after I passed 30, so I want to give a quick shout out to them. We got Merple, Harper, Sony, and Leva. I think that's how you pronounce it. By the way, if I pronounce any of these names in this shout out section of the video, I am so incredibly sorry. Yeah, shout out to them. Next we got some more like the people that have kind of like influenced me. We got Lethal, Plasm, and Liam, and MGK Nominator. Those guys have been super cool. They're just really good people. And then these are the people that I've kind of like been the closest to throughout the community. We got Inklix, INCLXX. Again, sorry if I mispronounce names. He's the one that like motivated me to pass like level 29 and level 30. So huge shout outs to him. He just passed level 30, so I'll link his YouTube channel in the description. Go check out his latest video and go spam some W's. We got Remake. He kind of was also there. He was there for my like level 20, 28, 29, like that whole fiasco with the Arabic map. Super cool guy. And he's been through a lot with the Arabic map drama. But recently he did just pass level 29, level 30, and level 31. So he's insane. Huge shout outs to him. I'll also link his channel. I'll link everybody's channel that I mentioned. But go check out his channel and spam some W's as well. Next we got WDG Mid. Mid's just a really great guy. If you haven't joined any of his Twitch live streams, I don't know what you're doing, man. He has like the best live streams. They're super entertaining. I don't know. I just love just going in there while I'm not doing anything, watching him play some Beatsaber and having some cool conversations. Great dude. Next we got Super Coda. Super Coda also kind of influenced me to pass some of the harder maps. He also was like 27 not that long ago, and now he's level 31, which is insane. He's insane, so go show him some love as well. Next we got Evmer. Evmer, I don't know if you'll watch this video because he quit Beatsaber a while ago, but he was like honestly like my biggest influence throughout like the entirety of my Beatsaber throughout my Beatsaber experience. He was there for the lower levels, which is really what pushed me to go further. And him and I were like side by side with levels all the time, and he's a great guy. So yeah, huge shout outs to him as well. These next two shout outs are people that I know in real life, which is just my good friend who is like, he's the friend that I talk to about all my Beatsaber stuff, because I don't have any other friends who really play Beatsaber at all. He is only level 1, might need to work on that. Just kidding, I don't care, man. But you know, he's really cool to talk to about all my Beatsaber things. So huge shout out to him for being a good open ear to rant about all my Beatsaber things. And then lastly, I got my brother, who I guess there's also one of my, another person that I know IRL that's really good at Beatsaber. He yesterday passed a level 7, so insane. Oh, he is pretty young, so if you're not level 7 and you're not pretty young, then you're slacking. Sorry, hate to break it to you. Yeah, no, he's really good at Beatsaber, and it's been cool to like show him the ropes of everything and how to hit certain patterns, and that's been really fun. If I didn't include you in shoutouts at all, and you feel like you've probably influenced me in a way or two, you probably have. I've been influenced by a lot of people in the community. This is a great community. I'm glad to have, watched that Bandit video in the beginning and decided to push myself, because these are some great people. I don't know, just shout out to everybody that's level 30 and above, because you guys are the people that influence me the most, because I'm like, dang, those guys are good. Gotta get to them. I gotta get up there. Huge shout out to anybody who's made it this far into the video. If you've made it this far into the video, you're probably like insane, but I mean, shout out to you. I don't know. It's crazy making it 32 minutes and 42 minutes into this video. Shout out to my IRL friends who don't play Beatsaber. They've been there for all my non-Beatsaber things, and they're great people. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. This is pretty scuffed, but to be fair, this isn't as bad as some of my other attempts that I've recorded. So, I mean, I'll take it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.